Thanks for staying with us. So Nigerians took to social media a few days ago concerning the alleged arrest of a lady, Chioma Egodi, who, according to reports, had expressed her opinion about Erisco food tomato paste on social media. And according to the report, she specifically said that she went out to buy, I went to buy tin tomatoes yesterday that I would use to make stew. She didn't find the brand she's used to. She now said, I decided to buy, that's the Erisco brand one. When I opened it, I decided to taste it. Almost sugar was just too much. How about Biko? Let me know if you have used this type of tin tomato before. And this is an gwuru situation.
Gwuru.
Gwuru situation. Now, of course, responding, the company said immediately that its initial reaction was that, let me say it specifically, which was trying to get their specific comments. In light of what happened, we wish to reiterate, Erisco Foods Limited is solely committed to the production of healthy tomato products, including other products that are full regulatory stamp and approval of NAFDAC. While we recognize people's rights of our consumers to make genuine observations about our products, we want to thank our esteemed customers for their continued patronage. However, having built their reputation for over the years on healthy and quality products, which have earned them local and international awards, they would like to categorically state that they will take all necessary actions against any malicious attack on their reputation. Now, so a lawyer and also Mr. Babatunde Irukera, he's known to lead the, I think it's the FCC, that's the Consumer Protection Commission, where he was saying that according to his message on Twitter, operatives have confirmed the arrest and transfer of the case to Abuja by the police force. She was no longer at the station on arrival, working to determine exact current location, engaging the force HQ in Abuja, and they will let us know as they plan to summon Erisco Foods immediately. That's from Mr. Babatunde Irukera. Hopefully we can get him on the show. So the police, however, from Hundeyi has said that as of that, this was 2 days ago, saying that at that time he hadn't seen any reports, he couldn't confirm an arrest. So the issue is, Nigerians are asking, why was she arrested for expressing her opinion? And why is this like people are not allowed to, why was Erisco trying to protect, speak against the fact that she expressed her opinion? What are your own thoughts on this? I mean, everybody expressing their views all the time, but when it comes to brands, they might have different feelings to both the company or the Nigerians. Let me take your numbers on the screen: 081-076-41679, 0902416340. These are the numbers you call us. Let us hear your views. Or you can also tweet us at TVC Connect. Please hashtag YourViewTVC so we can read your tweets. So we practically established what happened with Chioma Egodi. What are your own thoughts when you saw the story? What came to your own mind?
My own first thought was, this is chancing. They're using their power. It's true now because if it is a civil case, this is a civil case if there's any case at all. So Erisco should be suing her if they know that their brand doesn't have sugar, or if they feel that she's giving them a bad name. It is a totally, lawyer, please, it's a civil case. What has police, you see, me, I'm even tired of all these people using police, using DSS to be arresting people. Because you don't know when it's going to be your turn next. You people that you're always yapping, all your people on this show. You say we are going to soon enter.
I like that word, Mikey.
You know, I don't understand. She said it tasted. Please let me know what we can say before. I don't need police arrest.
No, okay. This is not, even for a civil case, it's a waste of litigation. This lady bought a product, like all of us used to do. You remember one time where there's this children's juice that when you open it, they'll say at the bottom is dirty. You know, it might have been on the shelf for a long time. Anything could have resulted in it. So the person opening it cannot be called a liar. This lady, if you take her to court, it will be a waste of litigation. She just has to say she bought an Erisco product and she found it too sweet. We know part of the components of preservation in this particular product of tin tomato and all of those things is sugar. So maybe at the time of production, something went wrong. Rather than Erisco going to popularize themselves negatively like this, they would have just left this matter and issue a statement that their products are not sugary. Rather than go and pick a lady and then let everybody see, because there's no criminal defamation. She did not set out to destroy anybody's reputation. She only spoke about a product she bought, and product review is plenty. It's plenty everywhere. We do product review every time. There's this popular beverage, I don't want to give name, that is so sugary. Anytime I put it inside a cup like that, I dare not put sugar with it for any chance. So, little by little, our kids, we started to monitor that they don't eat it. Yeah. And there's this particular, noodles, that we complain that the thing, it's too sweet, it's too sweet. Some people will say, no, this one causes cancer. They have not arrested anybody. If the whole of Nigeria was using Erisco product today, and then they said it was so sugary, how many people you want to arrest? Let me do a proper product back packaging and do your review again and get people to review for you.
I think brands need to understand that there's freedom of review. We have a lot of people who they are just this one. I'm not saying the girl is a critic, but there are people who are critics who would pick a product, look through the product, use the product, and then talk to their fans and say, okay, this is what I noticed about this product. And it's welcomed all over the world. And if somebody does a review of your product in a way that you don't like, is to have a conversation. Can we find out why exactly this particular one, if you're sure that is not laden with sugar, can we find out what happened in this one that you got that has so much sugar? You go through that route to see how you can remedy if you're sure that is not what your company is about. And this seems to me like trying to shut people up for speaking from their experience. You know, speaking fact is different from speaking from experience. We could have all bought something, the same thing, and we have different experiences using the same thing. I've seen the beverage you mentioned that talked about now. Another person will be using and say, it's great, oh, yes, this is a very fantastic beverage, oh. In fact, we don't buy sugar again in our house. Once we use it, that is it, you know. That's a different experience. And when you go online, you see all these big brands. You see where they have their space for reviews. You hear some of them having 80%, 100%. You still see in that good review, you see some other people giving very bad reviews because they are talking based on their own experiences. So if as a brand, you get something you don't like, it's to start up a conversation. Ask your team what happened, what went wrong, if it's not what you're into. If it's what you're into, then you can now start saying, okay, some people may not like it this way. How can we begin to rebrand? How can we begin to change? But shutting an individual up with the police is just intimidation. It's just a form of bullying.
The police part of it, as I said, we're going to wait for confirmation because this is one person that tweeted and everybody automatically thought she was arrested. So we're trying to see if we can get a confirmation if he did an arrest happen. But I know that in marketing, people can do a lot of that. There's a phrase they call it. I'm not sure if it's guerrilla marketing. There's some kind of marketing where you can actually intentionally put people, critics. So I can actually pay you to say, to start tweeting against a brand. I can do that intentionally. So a brand also always feel that need to defend themselves. Maybe, yeah, you're right. Maybe this is a campaign because Erisco is a Nigerian product sometimes. Sometimes I'm just speculating now. Okay. There are foreign products that are well backed up by foreign money. And they want to kill a Nigerian brand, for example. So sometimes they intentionally and strategically get influencers, and their own job is to do something, not even influencers, certain people to critique a product just to begin to diminish a brand. So these are things that are done, and they're all techniques. Yes. So I guess also we should also see from the side of the Erisco products also.
Okay, so but the way of going about it. So you sense that it's a form of demarketing for my product, right? You launch out an investigation. You start from investigating your product to be sure that he that comes to equity must come with clean hands, to be sure that you don't have an issue with the product. Then you get to the police. It's a big brand. They are making money. They should be able to employ the police to do a proper investigation and fish those people out who are trying to sabotage your product. You don't pick somebody because the way it will be now is, so you cannot, when you buy a product and the product is bad, you cannot say anything because you don't want the brand to come and arrest you.
Obiajulu, see, Shebi, they have money too. If somebody's doing sabotaging you, yourself, go and get influencers to come and taste your brand.
And endorse it.
And endorse it.
So was it?
And say, who said that brand is not sweet?
So is the PR strategy was wrong. Yeah. So that response was wrong in their own part. Okay?
Yes, because if me, I don't use tin tomato or any tin tomato. So I hope they don't arrest me for saying that.
Should come and try.
So I guess the PR should have done better. Instead of coming on a defense, they're able to manage or show steps on how they're planning to manage it. Yes, go ahead.
The only reason I wasn't going to talk about it is because you said it was not confirmed.
Yes.
The arrest has not been confirmed.
Yes.
But if it was confirmed, I would know what to say, because, as you said, some companies want to demarket local, some brands. They will get influencers to do it. And as Bisi has said, you too, you get your own. They will come and do review for you. No wahala. But the option is not an arrest. There's no criminal defamation. She didn't say, this brand is from the pit of hell and anything. She did not say anything onto what she said. It was so sugary. And sugar is a component of preservation in all these brands. If it is not your brand, you will issue statements that we don't even use sugar as our preservative. We use something else that is healthy, that is friendly, human-friendly for our preservation. You issue something. We have been seeing videos of reviews of this cola drink forever. People see they drink them.
Yes, so.
Because people that need sugar in their lives.
Negative reviews. I've even seen where they say one bottle has like 10 cups of sugar.
Yes.
Don't drink.
And they will put it on YouTube.
Drinking.
Now,
You will
see
see
the most popular drink
till tomorrow.
So Mr. Tunde Irukere, he's the Chief Executive Officer, let me get it right, the Chief Executive Officer of the Federal Competition and Consumer Protection Commission, that's FCCPC. He was one that tweeted, so he did confirm that grateful for the restoration of Ms. Igodi's liberty, but determined to ensure we never walk this path again. Criminality in commerce is an exception. Our society cannot endure under the threat of fear. There are fair expressions when properly so can become subject of law enforcement. So obviously it is confirmed that she was indeed arrested. Yes.
Also, an advice to brands. We are there already. We are doing business. We are becoming brands. We get good reviews. We get bad reviews, depending on the customer's experience. You must be ready to collect all the reviews. You cannot expect everybody to have a good experience with your product, no matter how fantastic the product is. I've seen very amazing products that I've been using for a long time, and somebody is and say, no, it did not work for me, I don't like it. I cannot shut the person down to say, but me, I've been using it for 15 years and it's working for me. You must be a liar. Obviously. So as a brand, you must be ready. The good reviews will come, the bad reviews will come. I think it's feedback, so to speak.
Yeah. If Nami be Erisco, I will go, is that your Magogo? That is going to come and talk good about my product. Because by the time I see her, she tastes it.
You give her many cartons.
So
she is the one that will come and say, did I say Erisco was sugary?
Maybe that's
So it's a PR malfunction that happened. Obviously, they didn't plan it properly. It wasn't well done. It wasn't well thought out before you put it out.
The world is changing. Yeah. So before they could get away with it, you say something, they arrest you, and that's it. Everybody keeps quiet. Now, people will shout. Yes. People will talk. Why are you touching this?
But in our talking, let us not forget it, because we have to wrap up. Yeah. Because Nima said something that, because of libel issues, we are very, very careful not to be irresponsible. Yeah. We say allegations, and we allege things. So even though you want to say something, be objective in your saying.
No, if I buy something that is bad, I should be alleging.
We know.
Allege.
No, there's a way no. Listen, let's go on a break. When we come back, we'll discuss how Nigerians can be responsible in expressing their opinion.
Because I want to answer you.
Stay with us, we'll be right back. Thanks for staying with us. We're still discussing this issue that happened with Erisco Foods and Madam Chioma Igodi. So there's the part, I'll come back to the issue I asked earlier, but there's a part of the report that Erisco Foods had petitioned the Inspector General of Police, because I'm seeing in the report here, he's saying that they had petitioned the Inspector General of Police calling for an urgent intervention to curb an organized criminal syndicate that has been faking their products and posting false and substantiated information about their products. So it's possible, even before the Chioma thing happened, there were issues that maybe they felt that there's a cartel or there's a cabal trying to intentionally sabotage their products. So maybe when Chioma's review came out, they automatically thought it was an offshoot from that, because for them to petition the Inspector General of Police, this is not something that's happened because of Chioma's opinion. It was something, according to them, an organized criminal syndicate that's been faking their products. So they have that problem.
That's not Chioma's fault. That is whoever is doing it and the police.
And Erisco.
And Erisco. Yeah. No, it's because she bought it. If she bought a fake product, it's not her fault. Erisco needs to go and find out
What exactly?
Hey.
TNE, those days when the fake products come out, the real brand owners will say, we have now included one scratch something on our brand to differentiate
authenticate,
us.
yes.
There are products that people that are fucking, that are trying to destroy the image of our products. You will now scratch something. They don't want to spend money. Go and do.
Let me take this call from Dotun. Thanks for calling, Dotun. Good morning, Dotun. You're live.
Good morning. How are you?
I can't hear you. You're live. Go ahead, please.
Good. I think it has to do with the management of
Please increase
this
the volume.
situation.
I'll tell you on TV.
It has to do with the way this thing is managed. I've had such an experience before. My wife said food stuff and soft drinks. So we bought these soft drinks and she could not sell. Customers are buying them, she buying crates and sells in bottles. Customers are buying them, returning them, and we are seeing particles in these soft drinks. You know what I did? I went online to search for the customer service number of the manufacturers of this soft drink. I got the number, I placed the call, and I was given another number to call in their factory. To cut the story short, I went to the factory. They look at the samples. More than 3-4 products have been brought and returned to us. And some even did not pay since they have opened it and we can see it. So they apologized, took the batch numbers of these products, and gave us a pack. That pack has 12 PET bottles. A pack for each of the bottles. So I was able to give them 7 bottles, and they gave me 7 packs. I think for that lady, for me, I think she was a bit too enthusiastic about her discovery. She could have also made effort to contact the factory, the producers. Because some of this could happen as a result of human errors, production errors. Contact the producers, let them see your experience. If on the long run you are able to prove that, oh, it is their fault and they are not making efforts to compensate you or to adjust, then you can now make it viral.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Dotun. Dotun, go ahead. Wait, hang in there. YK has a question for you.
Dotun, but do you think they did the right thing by arresting her?
That's what I'm coming to. They too did not manage that situation well. Because it's now going to give them bad publicity. Their product will be stigmatized and they may lose a large share of the market. So they need to manage it well too.
Thank you very much, Dotun.
Thank you very much.
I think what Dotun was explained to us now is what I was trying to say earlier, the responsibility on our own part. Yes, not every Nigerian has the time to leave their own private business and start going to looking for phone number and following up. But the truth is that because we all have phones now, it's so easy for us to destroy or build things. All of us do it all the time. Oh, I stop there, I take a picture, I post it online. Can you imagine this? But if we really want to be intentional, the reigning word in Nigeria, intentional about certain things, why do I find out the call number, the customer service, and see what I make an effort? It's after I don't make that effort, then maybe I can now start doing a review. But we also have that problem.
I would like to see if the Erisco brand carries a phone number for their customer care. I just want to see.
Half the time, the numbers don't even work either.
Half the time, you call it, these ones that usually post winnings and all of those things, they'll give you one toll-free or one no callback, something detailed. Yeah. But I think this lady is a reviewer. Somebody who, when she buys a product, she talks about it. If you want to get there, it's also getting their attention by doing that. Imagine that she did that. They reached out to her on her page. She goes to their company. They show her that, okay, we are suffering from, what's it called? People faking their product. There's a word for it. They are suffering from that. People are counterfeiting their product. And then she says, oh, that's true. Okay, this is our real combination. Yeah. Taste it. She does a physical one that they do their PR and videos. That she tastes it. And she takes it back. And she puts it up on the same page where she did that. People would have understood, this Nigerians, people should stop counterfeiting. People would understand. There was this heist done in Oregu where they found a malt-making company inside drums. They were making malt. That they caught people doing it. It was a malt brand that said, let's get to the root of the counterfeiting affecting our business. And they got to the root. No, when you pick one individual, it's like I'm telling them, you must chop the sugar. Don't talk.
Yeah.
You know, it's wrong. So and there are better ways to do these things.
Okay, go ahead.
So I just wanted to address this arresting people, using our law enforcement agents or agencies to be arresting people anyhow. Boko Haram is there. Yeah, terrorists are there. These ones are there. More fundamental, important issues. And they are using these people to be arresting people. It should stop. Oh. Yes. Let us stop all this nonsense. Because that is how they have arrested.
Real damage.
They have arrested that.
Like the one that went to former ministers to accuse the former minister of Works and Housing that he was doing something for the
Presidential Petition
Tribunal. That goes to the core of his person. You went a direct attack at a person. That's criminal.
That's criminal. I'm not talking of that one. The one I'm talking about, the one where the local government chairman wrote a letter. He didn't write it to the public. He wrote it to the former governor. That one, I don't know how it got to the public. Now he's under arrest. For what?
Somebody that was an elected office. I don't know whether governors...
They have impeached him. They didn't stop there. They have now arrested him. So please, they should stop using our law enforcement agencies to be personal,
punitive, and they should
fights.
Yes,
because of Obiajulu, I don't like what Obiajulu said to me. I'm going to now come and arrest her. No.
Why can't the police select who to arrest or not?
They shouldn't even be arrested.
Don't they? No. Don't they have a choice to say this is not a case where I think you should go to court? Don't they have a right to advise?
We have to wrap up on this.
Quick too. But I want to advise. You know, as a brand gets big, you must have a team in place that help you manage issues like this, that help you manage conflicts. It's very important. So if you have a conflict like this that comes up, you must have a team that helps you think through the implications of whatever actions that you take. So I want to believe that they did not think through this. If they had, they would have found other ways to probably talk to this girl like you rightly mentioned and all of that. We must, as you expand, you must expand your team. They must be trained. They must know what.
And kudos to FCCPC for at least taking this up. We must commend Mr. Babatunde Irukera for protecting Chima's rights and ensuring that this got out. And so at least Chima was released so far. We have to wrap up with this, but I have Muiz. Thanks for calling, Muiz, our final caller for this segment.
Hello.
You're live. Go ahead, please.
Good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Imoisi, I-M-O-I-S-I. From Benin.
All right.
Please, I want to contribute on this Erisco something.
Yes, go ahead.
Go ahead, please.
It happened to me in the 80s. I bought this, I don't want to mention the soft drink brand. So, we bought the brand. When we opened it, we discovered a particle inside. Then we bought another one, we discovered another thing. So we went to the brand in the office in Benin here. So we take it to the factory, and the factory manager finds it, and you see the particle inside. Then, what did they do? They decided to give us some drink to drink there, and make us an offer. They give us some crates that we should be buying every week. If Erisco find this lady in their mind guilty, what they're supposed to do is to find out the badge number of that.
Oh, we lost him. But I think you're just trying to say his own example. We have to wrap up on this.
You know, because earlier on, I used to find funny things when I used to drink inside soft drinks, and I was like, I would just stop drinking that soft drink. I never reported,
just move on.
You know, but I guess.
Okay, let's wrap up on this. Are we done?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just
said everything.
Waiting for you to finish your sentence. Why can you at 63? Finish your sentence.
No, wait. What are you saying?
Let's go. Okay, we'll be right back. Let's wrap up on this.